2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's go time, everyone. Let's head out onto the course. I'm Luke Elvey alongside my great mate Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course bringing you all the shots, all the colour, all the action are Henny Quirk and John McCarthy. Oh, Rich, how good's this day going to be? It's exciting. I can feel it in my veins already. Our featured player has a rivalry brewing with another one out on the course. But before we get into that, please take us through this course.
Anytime you name a golf course after a, lethal snake, you might be onto something at how difficult it might be. Yeah, again, it's in lovely Tampa, but this golf course, there's nothing friendly about it. It's so demanding, I think, off the tee, because you have tee shots that work one way, and then you also have the fairway that tilts the opposite way. It just sometimes doesn't make any sense, and it's hard to play this golf course if you're not driving it very well. But if you're chipping and putting it, then you really might like it. But it's fun, it's hard, but it's named after a dangerous snake, so I'm not going to say it's really fun. Would you? I would not.
And here we are with the third shot.
Pretty good shot there.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 9 feet from the cup.
How good was that putt?
Always a nice way to ease on into your round, birdieing the first.
Currently 1 under for the event. Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. Looks like this one's bunker bound. Seemed to lose the handle on that shot. This sand shot awaits. Oh, just snuck over the edge there. Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. And that putt will drop. Well done. Currently at -1 following that hole.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Rich, it's a challenge, to say the very least, the third hole.
Yes, most players aren't going to take out driver as they just want to lay it back of the water that creeps out on the right-hand side. From there, it shortens up the second shot, believe it or not, to a green that pitches from right to left fairly severely. Your misses can't be out to the right with your second shot. That is a no-no.
This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. Choosing the 9-iron here. Yep, that shot's safely on the green. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
This putt starts out pretty straight towards the hole, though. It should move a little to the left.
Yeah, that was really nicely judged from there.
Downhill putt, and sometimes you think it's going to run out more than it does. Just couldn't quite figure it out this time.
That's a clever play, that one. Moving up a leaderboard and ahead of their rival. Sitting at 1 under after that hole. The fourth hole, the first of the par threes on the property, and you've got to be dialed in on your number.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
Going with the 7. Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. This putt is 16 feet to the hole. If it's up, it could be in. Oh, what a putt. And that'll move him to 2 under par. Our leader has built a 3-shot bar for here as we head over to the next. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Is there anything classier than someone that could hit a driver off the deck? Sadly, in the sand, but a chance to make up for the error. A couple under at this stage. Trying to break into the top 20 here. Didn't that look good for a long time? Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. The tee shot also critical here at the par 4 6th at 455 yards.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip, and unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green. That's a swing only a mother could love there, Luke.
Wow, what happened there?
Hard to control the distance when you're coming out of the rough.
Oh, that was pure. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You know, I've been prowling around. It's definitely uphill and moving to the right-hand side.
That's well holed.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
Now 8 shots back after that hole. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left are going to be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
This is his second shot. That's out to the right for sure. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Big par saver coming up for this fella. Oh, this has got a nice looking roll on it. This is tracking.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
And this one will be for bogey. And after that, he'll drop to 1 under par.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush. Second shot here on the 8th. Seven feet to the cup. Game's just getting a little out of shape by the looks of it.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
And with that, he's back to even overall.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke. Oh, that was pummeled into submission.
Playing from 110 yards out.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
Quality shot, that one. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. The start of this one out on a pretty good line. Starting to work its way towards the cup. And that should secure the par on this one. And as we turn for home, Rich, always a good chance to reflect on the halfway stage of this round.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Couple of birdies and a couple of bogeys. Needs to get something going here today.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Even for the day. Oh, that's a great approach shot.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
He's got this one for birdie.
And that will take him now to 1 under for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. Find the right-hand side of the fairway. And you can go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green in 2, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out.
Sitting at 1 under the card. This one's for birdie. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 2 under. And stepping up the standings after that effort. Well, a birdie's also in your heart, standing on the 12th tee, a short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
Standing over his second shot. This should play. That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
This putt, a chance to move inside the top 20 on the leaderboard. Trailing by 7 after that hole. Lucky 13 for some. This par 3 plays 200 yards.
Luke, this tee shot is about as hard as 8th grade algebra. It is absolutely mind-bending. It doesn't look like much, but that green absolutely, I think the green is made out of Gore-Tex. It repels golf balls.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Another fine-looking strike, this one. It'll find the green.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Oh, what a putt. And he will move to 4 under par now. He finds himself in a share of 9th on the leaderboard.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The second of the back 9 par 5s, Rich 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. You find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
That's a high-quality recovery shot. This is what remains to get into 7th on the leaderboard. Just a 4-footer remaining. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green, but don't miss it left. That is no good.
Going with the hybrid. Wow, what a shot.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
And he's down there. You got to read.
This has got loads of movement right to left, this one.
And that putt will end up short.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Now 6 strokes back after that hole. The 16th hole, right in the middle of the snake pit here at the Copperhead course. Par 4 measuring over 450 yards.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green. Nicely done.
This one from about 160 yards out. And he's safely on the green. And now this for a share of 7th in the standings. That's a well-played hole, but in the end, just tap it in for a par. And tapping it in for par. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. The final hole of the Snake Pit, an uphill par 3. Again, 210 plus yards.
The final challenging par 3 on this golf course. Good news is, though, is the green funnels in from both the right and left edges. Most shots are going to end up right in the center of this green.
Oh, great swing there. We put a nice little fade on this. And that one's on the dance floor, but a long way from the DJ. Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You know, it's tough to see, a tricky read, but it's uphill and a left to righter.
Well, what a lovely putt to make. And he moves to 5 under par.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. We've made our way to the final tee here of Innisbrook's Copperhead course, and Rich, no real reprieve.
Not at all. Tee shots have to favor the right-hand side, staying short of those bunkers down the right. The bunkers on the left will see a lot of action, and good luck getting it on the green from there. This green is probably one of the nastiest on the golf course, as it's got a severe tilt from back to front and left to right as well. This is truly one of the best par 4 finishing holes on the PGA Tour.
That looked a little wayward. Setting up for his 3rd shot. 5 shots off the pace. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
He finishes up with a par at the last. So the opening round in the books, Rich. Impressed with your efforts here in the booth. Thanks for your time.
Decent performance, but I know this player's expecting a little bit more out of themselves. They're really not the type of player that will settle for a top 10.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.